Which is coming in from Lucknow. There's been a Lathicharged and use of tear gas shells on personnel posted at Maya memorials in the city. These people were protesting against inadequate salaries and working conditions at these monuments and memorials. Pranshu is with us on the phone line. Pranshu, take us through what's happening.
Well, see, these were the sweepers posted at various memorials constructed during the Mayawati regime, and during the present government, they have this grudge that they are not being paid properly. In fact, one of these sweepers or laborers has died recently, and his fellow people were saying that since they haven't got salary for past 3 months, therefore this person died due to poverty, and that's the reason why thousands of these workers today they came out of the parks and blocked the main road here in Lucknow, just barely a few kilometers away from the chief.
उसमें ऐसा लग रहा है कि कुछ लोगों ने उनको बरगला करके यहाँ पर बिठा दिया डेड बॉडी के साथ कि हमें कुछ वेतन संबंधी हमारी समस्या है, ये सुनवाई नहीं हुई और उनको पहले लोगों ने बैठ करके हमारे जो अधिकारी थे उन्होंने बात करके उसको निस्तारण कराने का प्रयास किया। जिलाधिकारी जी से भी वार्ता कराई गई टेलीफोन पर, लेकिन उनका समाधान इसमें अपनी तरफ से ये लोग बिल्कुल नहीं माने। कोई भी चीज क्लियर नहीं थी, लीडरलेस थे। जब बच्चों की गाड़ियां वगैरह आ रही थी वो परेशान होने लगे तो फिर उन पर यूज ऑफ फोर्स सीमित मात्रा में बस डिस्पर्स करने के मात्र से किया गया और डिस्पर्सल कराने के बाद यातायात को सुचारू रूप से किया जा रहा है। इस प्रक्रिया के दौरान चूंकि कुछ समय तक ये ब्लॉक रहा तो यातायात में कुछ दिक्कतें आई हैं, उसके लिए हम लोग आगे से भी ये प्रबंध कर रहे हैं और ये लोग जिन्होंने इस तरह से रोड जाम किया है और यातायात प्रभावित किया है, इन पर सख्त से सख्त धाराओं में मुकदमा पंजीकृत किया जा रहा है और हम लोग ऐसे लोगों पर एनएसए तक लगाने पर विचार करेंगे जो रोड जाम करके, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सारे लोग बीमार या किसी भी दशा में हो सकते हैं, तो इसमें हम लोग सख्त कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं।
घायल हुए हैं?
नहीं, कोई घायल कोई नहीं।
Pranshu, we had to interrupt you there as we were getting an update from the police. They're saying that the situation is under control right now, but essentially what we're seeing is that between the Samajwadi Party and the BSP, it is these workers whose salaries have not been paid for several months now.
Yes, that's right. In fact, these workers, they have become the scapegoats or other victim of political fight between the BSP and the Samajwadi Party. Their allegation is that since these memorials were constructed during Mayawati's regime, Akhilesh government is not paying attention to them, and therefore their salaries have been stuck for months, and that's the reason why these employees, they were forced to come out on streets today. Of course, their protest led to massive traffic jam all across the city, and many school children also got stuck into it, after which the administration has to lathicharge. But really the problem lies because of the political decision of the masters here, who have decided not to give them adequate salaries, and recently one of these employees has died. We heard this officer saying that no one has been injured, but yes, there were several rounds of tear gas shells fired on these employees, and employees too resorted to stone pelting against the police force and the administrative officials present there.
Pranshu, but what is the situation on the ground right now? Has the police been able to disperse these protesters?
Yes, these protesters have dispersed. Many have fled from the spot, or others have taken shelter inside the memorial. So attempts are on to identify the leaders or the motivators of this agitation, and they would be arrested. Authorities also say that stringent action or legal action would be taken against these people. City, of course, is still reeling under acute traffic jam and road blockades all across the region, and slowly it is crippling back to normalcy. And that, but as of now, on the ground there, where these memorials are situated in Gomti Nagar area, there the situation is brought under control, but still there are several of these employees who are still hiding and taking shelter inside these memorials.
Now, have we heard from the BSP or Mayawati on this? Because essentially what these workers are saying is that we were put at these memorials by the BSP government and we have been ignored since the Samajwadi Party government came to power in the state.
Well, see, as far as today's incident is concerned, we haven't got any response from the BSP's leader Mayawati or any other leader. But in the past, when these employees have also come out on the streets over the at around last 6 months back, at that point in time, of course, the BSP has made up this issue. They have raised this issue in the House also, saying that these memorials are being neglected as far as the upkeep of this memorials is concerned.
संबंधी विसंगति की बात है, वो एक सप्ताह के अंदर जो इंचार्ज वीसी साहब जो आज ही जिलाधिकारी जी हुए हैं, वो अपने स्तर से करेंगे। ये मैं